Speaker, my question is for the Minister of Tourism, Culture and Sport. Was a giant rubber ducky really worth $120,000 of hard-earned taxpayer dollars? Yes or no?
Thank you. Minister of Tourism, Culture and Sport.
You know, Mr. Speaker, thank you to the honourable member for his question. And I guess, Speaker, you know, this really does point to the differences between that party's approach to investing in Ontarians and ours. Here's precisely what we're doing, and I want to use this opportunity to get some facts on the record, because I know facts don't matter over there, but on this side of the House they do, Mr. Speaker. So here we go. Here we go. You know, Speaker, it's interesting that the party opposite is not taking an interest in investing in tourism. Here's why that's important. Tourism in this province generates $30 billion a year in economic activity. It's 4% of our GDP. It's 300,000 jobs. And if that's not enough for the Leader of the Opposition, here's what we're doing in his own riding, Speaker. And here's a message that I got from Warden Jerry. I'll use that in the supplementary because I look forward to speaking as to why these investments are important, Mr. Speaker.
Supplementary.
Mr. Speaker, again to the Minister, when I think of Canada, I think of compassion, unity, respect, family and responsibility. I think of freedom of speech, worship and assembly. Mr. Speaker, I think of the rule of law. When I think of Canada, we think of hockey, poutine, maple syrup and our beautiful outdoors. What I don't think of, Mr. Speaker, are rubber ducks. Never have, never will. That's not part of Canada's identity.
Stop the clock. All right, both sides have had their opportunity, and I will move in my next inkling to warnings if it's necessary. We might jump right away. That's not helpful either. Please finish, Leader.
Mr. Speaker, putting all this government Liberal spin aside, what does a rubber duck have to do with celebrating Canada's 150th birthday?
Thank you. Minister.
Thank you, Speaker. You know, for the past 3 years, our government has supported the Red Path Waterfront Festival. This year, we're granting them $121,000, Speaker. It's an annual summer event that provides on-land and on-water programming. This grant has been enormously successful. Let's talk a little bit about what it's done, Speaker. In 2015, the festival enticed tourists to spend nearly $6 million, Speaker. Wow. And I also want to point out that not only are we contributing to this, but two other important groups are. Number one, the City of Toronto has given the festival a $75,000 contribution, Speaker. That's also very important. But I want to close with something closer to home that the member opposite might appreciate. Warden Jerry Marshall of Simcoe County said, you know, I spent $60,000 to bring these 4 tall ships, and we saw $1 million in tourism spend. Bring it on.
Thank you. Final supplementary.
Economics.
Mr. Speaker, again to the Minister. The Minister says she cautions focusing too much on the duck. Well, of course she does, because the Liberals are embarrassed. They're embarrassed they signed off on $121,000 for a giant rubber duck. That doesn't promote tourism. They can hide behind all their lines, but they know it's wrong. And, Mr. Speaker, there is a
President of the Treasury Board.
They waste taxpayer dollars, and then they come up with PR to explain why they wasted Ontario's precious taxpayer dollars. So my question is, again, do the right thing. Just apologize for wasting $121,000 on a rubber duck.
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Minister?
Yeah, that's the lead question.
Thank you, Speaker.
Brilliant.
Speaker, I can tell you soundly and clearly that on this side of the House we will never apologize for investing in tourism and economic development. Ever. We will never do it.
That's strong.
I'm not interested in doing that. I will never interested in doing that. You know, Speaker, this is a festival that I spoke a moment ago in my original response about the $6 million that it generated in Toronto. Here's a few other places that this touring festival will be going, and I think the member opposite might find this interesting. Member from Owen Sound might find it interesting because the travelling festival is going there. Sault Ste. Marie, Midland, interesting, and the Leader of the Opposition.
The member from Bruce Grey Owen Sound is warned. We're in warnings. Finish, Minister.
Thank you, Speaker. The Travelling Festival is also going to enhance jobs and economic development, and by the way, promote fun in Amherstburg and Brockville, Speaker.
Thank you.
These
Finished.